phone contacts or workflow issues related to that patient are going to be entered there. You can enter some of those, but the majority of the time is being placed there by appointment clerks or the group practice coordinator. If I were to click on this and it says new note, I could click on it, it would pop it open, and it would look very similar to you like if you're writing an email. You'd have a subject line, and then you have an area in there where you can describe the particular interaction that you have with the patient. And those will stack in there, okay? A new feature of this is that it will have in it a flag, a red flag. Those red flags are only to be used for like emergency type care and some other specific situations. So the patient, for example, was seen during the evening hours by our after-hour call resident. They may put a note in there, and they'll put a flag in there, and then in the morning, the appointment clerk will be able to see that, and we'll be able to resolve that particular issue for the patient. Okay? They'll see the red flag, and alerts them as a tickler, and that something needs to be done in relationship to that particular patient. Okay? So it's rare that students get into that, but you can pull those up and read them. Occasionally, you will put a note in there if you have been in contact with the patient. On the far right side is a summary of the treatment plan. If you put in the definitive treatment plan like we've discussed, and you phase it and you sequence it, it will list it in the exact order it should be accomplished. It will be in blue. Once you complete that particular procedure, it will darken in black, okay? So at a glance, if you've done it properly, you can see the progression of that patient through their treatment plan. That's why we're trying to move away from putting everything into it and just putting the definitive plan in there, okay? Down below, it's a running list of people that have been into the record. It's kind of a news feed. It will tell you where that person has been. If you need to follow up on something, you come over here to the far side, and you click on the folder, and boom, it'll take you right to that particular spot in the chart. Okay, very efficient though. There's another thing here called the central authorization screen. You can click on that. You'll get something very similar to this, and will identify for you those areas of the chart where you've put data into it, and it needs to be authorized by your faculty member. So at the end of your session with the faculty member, you should go to the central authorization screen and make sure that you bring that up with your faculty member, see if there's anything that they need to authorize for you, stop them, get it authorized, and move forward. Otherwise, at the end of the semester, you're going to get emails from Gigi or myself telling you, you've got to go and take care of these, but you're going to get an exception report from your patient management and professionalism course. Okay? Two exception reports put you at risk because you get a third one and you'll fail the course. Okay? So it behooves you to take care of these in a timely fashion. Don't wait and have them stack up on you. Daily get it done, if not daily at the end of the week. Make sure you don't have anything hanging out there in terms of responsibilities. Okay? I'll show you another area of the chart that will show you where you've got more globally. This is for this particular patient, but I can show you more globally where you can find if you've got a series of patients, if you've got issues to take care of. Okay? So that in a nutshell is that EDR summary screen. Medical histories. Thing to remember here, we've got some data in there already, so this is it hasn't been authorized, but we'd be able to edit this, bring it up, and add things to it. So here's where you put your medical alerts, and even though you've got 3 components here, this is not 3 different questionnaires. This is one large questionnaire, 3 different sections. Okay, you'll go into that. Activate it using the edit button, go in there, fill your data in, and it says when you put it in as a student and you put it in and you save it, it's as if it's written in pencil. You've got to get your faculty member to come in to review that with you and make sure that everything's accurate with your dialogue with the patient, and the faculty will authorize it. They'll come over here and they'll authorize it here. Once it's authorized, it's as if that penciled in information is turned to ink. It's there, it's going to stay there. Okay? Make sure it's accurate and get it authorized. So as students, Mary Kramer may have mentioned this to you during the sessions, is that enter data, save frequently in case the system goes down, but make sure you get everything entered in there correctly, and and then have your faculty member authorize it to ink it in, okay? That's my terminology, not anybody else's. I just want you to get that kind of concept in your head. Medical history has 13 different sections on it. It's a positive response medical history. Have you ever had any problems with your head, ears, nose, throat, anything like that? No, I have not. If you had a button on, you'd be able to hit here and hit no, okay? But you should be familiar with the areas that are underneath here so that you can, again, just prompt the questions with your patient. No nosebleeds, no sinus problems, anything like that. No sinus surgeries. No. Okay, then you move on, okay? If there's a positive response within that, you'll see it on paper because they get these ahead of time and they may bring that medical history in. You'll find that positive component of the history. I'm gonna open it up here for you. So let's say they have something that's going on with their respiratory system. You'd say asthma, yes. Then you're going to get a box, and what you need to do is detail that particular condition so we have a little bit more of an understanding of that, okay? Asthma, you'd be asking, when's your last asthma attack? How frequently do you end up in the hospital with your asthma attack? Do you carry your inhaler with you? Those are the questions that you would detail here in that box, okay? You should learn this in your physical diagnosis course, how to extend these out and provide the detail.